to Bayside Bowl in Portland, Maine, known as Bowling Heaven on the PBA Tour. Tonight, 13 competitors have come to Bayside. Only one can be crowned the winner of the Duke of the PBA Lbc National Championships Clash.
Thanks, guys. Well, Garrett, they just talked about you at the top of the show, that you are the youngest competitor here at 12 years old. So how exciting is it for you that all of your friends, family, and classmates are at home watching you on national television?
It's very exciting being the youngest bowler here, and I feel like family and friends are going to cheer me on from home.
These kids accomplished more before the age of 13 than you and I ever have.
Yeah, I've never been the king of anything.
Baraboo, Wisconsin, just bowling for 10 months, and he will open with a 7. Just 10 months. His mom convinced him to get into this sport, and now he's standing here with $60K on the line. Now this is Brianna Murner. Brianna of the girls' junior handicap division. See that Johnny Petraglia scholarship winner for Bowl for Life. Certainly special for her. She said she wants that Duke trophy on her shelf. That's what she's here for. Brianna Murner. That's how you open. She knows she's heading to round 2. No couch for Brianna.
I cut out the explanation, but basically the couch is whoever has the lowest shot, and whoever is left on the couch by the end of the game, well, frame, is eliminated.
He brings his good luck charm named Duke, but Mark's favorite bowler, Pete Weber. See? Right there. I'm not lying. It says it right there.
You can have multiple favorites.
Well, it doesn't say multiple favorites, John.
It only
says Pete Weber.
Favorite to have for Mark.
Ooh, good game. Oh, beauty.
Yes, he's moving on to round 2. What'd
I
you
say
like?
right foot creep, walking with
Here
it.
is someone who needs no introduction, Liz Johnson.
Oh, man, talk about a GOAT, right? I mean, you got to throw her name in the hat with the likes of Lisa Wagner, Wendy McPherson.
She was in this event last year. She's moving on to round 2. Again, 7 is the score to beat. This man from Kenosha, Wisconsin.
What a story, John. I mean, my goodness.
Out of Castle Lanes, where he has works out of there. And again, battling cancer. He says the fight is going well in the midst of his 3rd treatment. And chemotherapy, and now here to try to be a champion. Lenny Boresh with a fitting strike. You are an inspiration to us all. Have to wait and just watch as Chris Prather, the 32-year-old, 6 PBA Tour titles for Chris. He steps up. Score to beat is 7. PBA exempt for Prather to get here is one of the 13, and he is moving on.
Whoa.
8 will do it.
That could have been 6 easy.
Out of the girls' handicap division, Chloe Hickland. Yes, she does bowl for the Boilermakers. A lot of Purdue fans here to watch her. That's a family, and Chloe comes up with 7, and that means that she'll take a seat on the couch, and it also means Garrett Bayer knows at the worst that he will get to bowl another shot, because if it stood right now, they would have a 1-ball roll-up. And as you see, Springfield, Missouri, Andy Bees is his home center. 7 is the score to beat for Luke Kroll, the playoffs champion this year, and he does beat that score. He's on to round 2. That's right, David Book Kroll, but it'll be good enough to get you through round 1. Now, how about 32-year-old out of the men's handicap division, Bobby Kunimura?
Say 32?
32.
He looks like he's 18.
All that matters is that 7 is to beat. The man who doesn't age, hey, a little bit of fortune, that's a sigh of relief. You know you're moving on. And again, Chloe Hickland and Garrett Bayer both waiting and watching as we welcome out of the women's handicap division, Kaylin Renson. Very fortunate, Brooklyn 7.
Have a seat on the couch.
Lily Froberg. It's off there.
Wow, that ball came around the corner.
Good for 9. Her last year in Wichita in a junior pro event. One of her good friends in bowling, Trey Henriksmeyer, she said, I want to win this so that I can have some bragging rights towards him. Gianna, 7 is the score to beat. Round 1. That'll do enough. Strikes every time on these lanes. And perfection continues. No jinxing here.
Good luck, guys. Good luck.
He knows he's moving on, but we've got a 1-ball roll-off here between Chloe Hickland, Garrett Baer, as well as Kaylin Ranson. At the age of 12, Baer. That's more like it.
Not bad.
9 is the score to beat. Hickland. Chloe Hickland with a strike. Kaylin, need of a 9 or a strike.
Oh my goodness! What a break.
She stays alive, and Ranson and Baer will have to go again. She's been bowling for 10 months.
Get lucky.
Needs some luck.
It is, baby!
12 is that lucky number. Kaylin Ranson needs to strike. And a really valiant effort. An amazing opening round. His high school senior classmate Cam Morris, his coach Larry Ludke. Of 7 to avoid a roll-off in the first round.
Beauty.
A PWBA Tour titles, 10-time major champion. That's a nightmare for Liz.
After all that build-up, 5 through the middle.
And representative of this sport. And Lenny strikes.
This guy's made a lot of money in this building.
And he stays well alive to move on to round 3 with 9. 5 is the score to beat. Liz Johnson, all she can do is watch.
In the season.
Back to Chloe Hickland, who said her junior year of high school, she said, it's time I stop watching my family bowl. It's time I start shining. Cheer though, RP. This guy handles any and all pressure. Oh,
are you kidding me?
Oh no!
Oh my goodness.
Wow! Liz Johnson has company in shocking
my goodness.
fashion.
Have a seat next to the GOAT. I didn't see that coming.
Would you ever think those two would be on the couch? As we turn to Bobby Kunimura, that's enough.
That was almost 0.
Billy Froberg bowled a 300 game on a statewide sports channel. That was 6 months after open heart surgery.
This guy can bowl.
Yes, he can. Around.
Got a hook.
It did, and it's a strike. Runner-up in the PBA Junior National Championships this year. Lost to Kayla Starr in an epic title match back in March. You've never lost a bet to me, so I'm not going to take it now, Randy. And Lobster, well, it's cheaper here, but it's still expensive. Mr. Fa did better than 5. Doubled that with a strike. And that means, who would have thought? If I had told you round 2 it's going to be Liz Johnson and Boog Kroll,
I would have said no. I would have said wrong. And I would have also said that they would have gotten more than 5.
Needs a strike. Needs a strike. Got it!
Wow.
Give me a chance!
Pour another drink. Another roll-off. Boog and Liz Johnson.
Give me a chance!
Johnson, she doesn't blink.
Look at these numbers right here. That's pretty much as straight as you can go through the front part of the lane.
Johnson again. Oh, boy. And now she's got sweating and praying to do.
Rut-row.
"31 strikes in a row."
He can throw a lot of strikes. There's no doubt about it. How about another one here?
He said, "Give me another chance." Book Kroll has caught fire.
Book him, Dano.
And Liz Johnson is heading home. Brooke Kroll, National Championships clash. Garrett Baer at the age of 12. He dealt with pressure in round 1. A double roll-off. Now he's into round 3. And that looked pretty good there.
Get the proper fit, because one of the worst things that can happen, I'll tell you the rest after this shot. Come on now. One of the worst things that can happen to young people that get into the sport is having equipment that doesn't fit properly, and you can start to develop a lot of hand problems early on. So very important to get a proper fit, the right equipment for your game, and great instruction. And then after that, obviously, it's all about hard work.
You love this guy's game. Mark Blaha's been perfect thus far.
He's got a nice game, man, no doubt. Wow, this guy's been perfect, and he's just shredding racks.
18.5 miles per hour. Out of the Open Classic. Now here's Lenny Boresh out of the senior class division. Repeat competitor in this event. He placed 3rd last year. He's on to round 4.
Mark and Lenny both perfect through 3.
So, Chris, you know, the guys up in the booth talked about earlier about how well you have done in this building, that you've won a lot of money here, but you're also part of the Portland Lumberjacks, the hometown team. So this crowd absolutely loves you. Does that add a little bit of pressure to come out here and do big things?
Oh, it always does, but also adds a lot of excitement. I will admit, this is about the round where I do something kind of dumb and I knock myself out, and just heads up, we're about to do something kind of dumb. So,
well, let's get to it then.
Heaven. That $100,000 top prize to Chris back 5 years ago. Looking for $60K today. Nothing stupid there, Chris.
Right? I was like, hey, wait, I thought you were going to do something dumb. He did make a ball change. So maybe he was just kind of playing possum with us. I don't know.
Which I never thought I'd say.
Spoken from a man who spends a lot of time on it.
Book Kroll will take a seat there.
Yeah.
Back on the couch.
Yeah, back on the couch. The mahogany of madness.
Running out of room. Bobby's favorite bowling memory, making it Illinois State Championships as a sophomore. Back in high school, and he knows he's moving on to round number 4.
Hello.
Kunimura. Froberg with the 9. He will take a seat on the couch. High school senior committed to Jacksonville State, Alabama for college. Brandolino's moving on. Boom.
Hey now.
That's a 4-time PBA Junior Regional Champion right there, Randy Peterson. Just never know when it's one ball. Fa, the last in the lineup, needs 9. And he does one better than that. It's a strike, and it's a sigh of relief for, how about this? 3 rounds, 3 roll-offs.
And a 4-player roll-off coming up.
Illinois went to the state finals for the first time in school history this past year, and that's not how you want to do it there to lead off the roll-off. 6.
Trouble. Double major. Talk about a smart young lady. She's brilliant. Look out.
Oh, my goodness gracious. It is a 7, but that nearly turned into disaster.
Yeah, it's either 0 or 3.
Yep.
All right, Boog's going to change from the urethane to a reactive ball.
Now, you might say, well, he's a pro. He's PBA playoffs champion. He's got this. Look, he shot a 5 in round number 2. 6 is the score to beat. You never know. Oh, boy.
Dirty.
That swung back and said goodbye to number 9. So Book Kroll is moving on, and now Billy Froberg with 6 as the score to beat. Workmanlike in his approach, and that was just a smooth stroke. Not even a year ago, and he fell in love. He joined the JV team with high schoolers immediately. Bowled the summer league and fell in love with it even more. And that is an but it's a 7. Again, if you're just joining us, this is an event like no other. It's 1 ball each round. Lowest score, you're out. That's a 7 for Blaha. So Bear can breathe right away. Lenny Boresh in this event for the 2nd time. And Boresh, that's good enough.
Yeah, he's on to the next round. Remember last year, Lenny finished 3rd, and it was a flat 10 that cost him.
His first strike of the clash. Made that ball change that you referenced. That's Prather being Prather. Hickland, 2 roll-offs for her, but she stayed alive. Oh my! That's some fortune for Hickland. Breaking left, and it's a strike. Major League Baseball had that 1-game wild card. 1 night mattered if you were going to advance. Boog Kroll. Boom. Bobby Kunimura. Bobby's favorite bowlers. Tommy Jones, Walter Ray. Hello, round 5. Bobby has been unflappable.
Back-to-back jacks for Bobby.
Froberg with a 9. There is that good luck charm on the couch for Mark Blaha, the Duke, the stuffed animal, sitting next to him right now, and next to Garrett Bear. No, it's not Garrett's stuffed animal, it's Blaha's. 12-year-olds don't have stuffed animals anymore. Garrett's older than that. Brandolino strikes. Gianna has picked up steam because you've set me up to lose some bets on this telecast, which I've gone for. I didn't do that before the first roll-off. It wasn't like I spoke it into existence. But we're going to have another. And the questionnaire, he was asked, do you have any superstitions? He goes, I've only been bowling for 10 months.
Oh, that's an early turn. Like it came out of his hand early again, and that was to try to save it.
Mark Blaha is moving on. Garrett Bear back to Mark Blaha, who survived the roll-off in round number 4. Down to 9 competitors, and Blaha blasts that one home. Messaging earlier this week, and he said, I'm battling cancer, but I don't want 1 ounce of pity. I'm a fighter, and I want to be an inspiration to others. He is just that. That's another strike.
Horrific diseases like all forms of cancer. Lenny's an inspiration. Nice shot there by Prather.
All right.
Prather is heated up as this clash has gone on. 2 out of 3 strikes for him, and now back to Chloe Hickland. Folks, she survived not 1, but 2 roll-offs. As Randy alluded to it, she's at Purdue, and she is a superstar in the classroom. Multiple majors, a 9 for her here. Boog Kroll, score to beat is 9, and that'll do it. All business for Boog.
It, boys. Time to keep chasing it. Yeah.
To Bobby Kunimura. Asked him, why do you do this? He said, well, my pops has inspired me so much. As you brought up, Dad Bob. He's going to sit on the furniture, though, this time. To Billy Froberg.
Hasn't missed the pocket yet.
He's done no worse than 9.
And now he's missed the pocket.
Yep. And that is tough.
As Randy gives Billy Froberg the Bo Burton kiss of death.
Billy
He hasn't missed the pocket yet.
Yeah.
Now he has. 2-8. Never happened to me. This kid can bowl.
Brandolino, yes she can. 9 is good enough. Fa. Bingo. Graham Fa has done nothing but strike. Billy Froberg eliminated.
This just in, no roll-off.
National Championships clash. The drama has just begun. He has done no worse than just a 7 in round 4. Was in a roll-off, able to get a 9 over Bayer. 4 out of 5 strikes, though, for Blaha. And he knew it right when he released it, Randy.
Yeah, he sure did. And
his last 4 for strikes for Lenny. Borish placed 3rd a year ago. He's going on to round number 7. That's all he does all day. He's at a bowling center where he's helped countless youth. Prather, he has started to catch fire.
Yeah.
Now we're seeing Chris Prather really put on a show.
Yeah, you're right.
All right. Right down the line.
Chris, 10 years as a pro, 32 years young. And with Andrew Anderson winning the Roth-Holman Doubles Championship this year. World champion in 22, back to Hicklin. We just heard from Pops.
Just enough.
That is enough. How attentive to detail he is with that. To then produce shots like that.
Yeah, he's a stomper. He likes to get to that foul line and just come to a complete stop, right? And so what that does is it helps him aid in that timing to where he gets to the foul line in front of the bowling ball. You see it right there. And then for him to do what he did, or what he's done, is pretty incredible.
Kunimura. That's going to have him take a seat on the furniture.
He made something like 6 shows in a row without winning.
Yes.
And it just proves just how difficult it is to win out here.
Someone who's been on a couple shows, Gianna Brandolino. And you can tell, Randy, that experience seems to be helpful to her right now.
And she's a good bowler. She's well-traveled, well-schooled. She's bowled tons of tournaments. And so she's used to this kind of pressure, albeit different being on television. But she's no stranger to competition pressure.
7 is the score to beat. Graham Fa has, he hasn't blinked here in Portland. He has 5 strikes, and this time he'll have just enough. So it's 8, but it is enough for another roll-off. All but 1 round that we've had a roll-off in, and it'll be Mark Blaha. Fortune for Mark because he led off this round. If you're just joining us, it's 1 shot, period, each round. Lowest score goes home. This is a roll-off in round 7. He's got 8. That's the mark for Bobby Kunimura to beat. He loves seeing that ball hook down the lane, he told us. There's no greater feeling. It did just that, and 9 is enough for Kunimura to advance on. Mark Blaha is heading home. And we are down to 7, as well as Gianna Brandolino at our left. We have 5 men. Borish finished 3rd last year, battling cancer. His 3rd round of treatments. That was beautiful from Mr. Borish.
Attaboy, Lenny. He's only missed once. That was in round 4.
Look, Randy, quite simple. When you finish 3rd and you get that close to 60K, he was coming back here with the title on his mind. And what a story that would be.
We've seen some great Hollywood endings this season.
Yeah. Dreams that have come true. Like Boog Kroll, who's still alive here. Chris Prather, so smooth. At home watching the Trita Bowls, we get Hicklin. It's going to be a fortunate 8. When Chris is telling you that, how do you balance working on that with making sure that your game's still remaining in tip-top form? Is that just a matter of getting tons and tons of reps in?
Yeah, I mean, it's getting reps, but when you have that much talent, it's not a huge adjustment. It's going to change feel a bit. It's also going to change your ball reaction, which he's going to get used to immediately. But it's not. Wow, that's real lucky. It's not something that's foreign to him because he used to do that. So it's like, it's like that old pair of jeans. I'm just going to put them back on, And so yeah, he's real familiar with that motion and that move at the top. As you see, Boog here, the Boog crosses over for 10. Yeah.
Kunimura Bobby Kunamura.
He's hanging in there, man.
Yes, he is. Saw her earlier this year on TV, and you can tell again why she was in the junior national championships in Wichita in March when she met Kayla Starr, who is a star. That was a great matchup between Gianna and Kayla. If he's on a 9 or a strike here, Hickland is heading home. Mr. Fong. Graham moving on. Chloe Hickland is heading home. Still a great ovation for the Purdue Boilermaker, the double major who's got such a bright future in and beyond the lanes. And then there were 6 in the clash. Borish, yes. Oh, Lenny, this is your time.
Watch the cup. You can see it right there.
Yep.
Oh, man. Ooh. Now, if it was early on in the early rounds, you'd be like, yeah, it's cool. 9's cool, right? Now it could, yeah. Yep.
Do you know that feeling?
Mine was the other pin.
I was talking about the couch.
Oh. Yeah.
That's for a different day. Here's Kroll. Oh, well, Chris, you can stop laying down and napping. Just one of your many. Kunamura. Bobby K.
Oh, boy.
And that's a nightmare.
And
that is a disaster when you get down to 6 competitors left and you got a 5. Brandolino and Fa can breathe a sigh of relief. Kroll can get off that couch.
Here's something that Boog hears when he's back at home. Hey, Boog, get your rear end off the couch.
Back to Brandolino. Head to Jacksonville State in Alabama. And Brandolino is moving on. Jacksonville State, by the way, won the national championship in the first year of their program, led by Shannon O'Keefe. And Gianna's going to have a bright future there. Graham Fa in qualifying, they did it across 6 games. Graham had a 16:34 new PBA LBC national championships record, and
are you kidding me?
That is absolutely shocking. But this is the art of this event. Even the world's best can have a shot like that. Kunamura sets the bar at 8. Fa, who set a record in qualifying for this event. Another roll-off! Wow! All ages, Kunamura, the 32-year-old.
That's got a hook.
It did, and it's 9.
That got back a lot farther than I thought it would.
Took a trip to Kenny Bunkport. Needs a 9 or a strike. Fa! He's going home!
Unreal. He went high, light, bucket.
Keep it up.
3 shots in a row on that lane.
Keep it up.
Last year we saw Tom Doherty come away with a title. This year only Boog Kroll, the PBA exempt, is left. Graham Fa heading home. A stunner. Here we go. Most powerful story in this event is Borish, and he knows at the very least he controls his destiny because he strikes.
8 out of 9 strikes, to be exact, for this man. Battling cancer, chemotherapy, radiation, none of that can stop Lenny Borish.
Would be an unbelievable achievement, and for that man, Lenny, that's just amazing what he's done. Prather. Prather, got it!
All right, better. That's right, let's go!
Yes, it was.
Life-changing season for that young man in 2024.
He wasn't an exempt player entering the season. That's why he competed in the Open Classic division. And shots like that is why that he won twice on tour this year. That Delaware win over Bill O'Neill was remarkable.
It was ugly, and he got a lot of flack for it on social media, and none of it was deserving.
Kunimura with a 9.
Lanes got horrible as the show progressed, and the players just really had not a whole lot to bowl on in terms of an oil pattern.
Here's the thing, though. They don't ask you how you did.
No, I mean, there's no picture. I mean, look, he did enough to win.
Yep.
And then he followed it up with his big playoff win. So
this is the ultimate test of that, of not asking you how you did it, because you get one shot. There's no apologies here. You Brooklyn one or have a tough one. Brandolino's been so smooth. Gianna representing girl power in Portland. Kunimura heading home.
Don't turn your back on Gianna.
The final 4.
We are down to a final 4. Boresh, Prather, Kroll, Brandolino. Just got the support of so many here. He's one of 4 left standing from Kenosha, Wisconsin.
Look how loose Gianna is.
A 9.
That same flat 10 that knocked him out of the competition last year.
Can he avoid going home?
He's going to need some help, right?
That's what you need. Prather.
He likes it.
Oh, I almost did it again.
Almost went right by the 9-pin.
But he is moving on to an 11th round.
All right, the two-hander, no thumb. 2-time winner in 2024.
The rising star in PBA.
There it is.
And Kroll.
That's what I thought Prather would do.
And it just happened. So he takes a seat next to Boresh, and Lenny has life to Brandolino, who does have to beat this score of 9 now.
Watch the ball go right by the 9-pin.
You might know a thing or two. Brandolino. Gianna with a strike! Oh, boy!
Don't turn your back on Gianna.
We've got another roll-off to determine who will be one of 3 left standing. 2023 inductee in the PBA Hall of Fame, Lenny Boresh. Oh my goodness, for the first time in the clash.
Thank you, sir. May I have another?
Wow.
What a kick to the gut right there.
Oh, I thought I hit that enough. Too wide.
2-time champion this year, from pre-tournament qualifiers to a tour win to the playoffs champion. Bo Kroll is one of 3 left.
Great ball.
Listen to this ovation.
Keep fighting, brother. You would expect this guy to be there.
And he has been so smooth. Chris Prather has been in dominant form.
All right.
A 6-time champion. Roth Holman's doubles champ earlier this year, and would like to bring home $60K as we go back to Boog Kroll. Ooh, it's an 8, and he's got to sit on that couch, and Brandolino, the door is open.
Last year's finale featured a male and a female.
Bingo.
Well, this year proved to be the same.
A high school senior.
Unflappable thus far in this competition, working on 5 in a row.
Bolton, the women's classic division instead of girls junior handicap, because she wanted to challenge herself more. She's marching on. Challenge accepted. Mission accomplished to the finals. A guy who's won 6 times on tour against a high school senior. If that doesn't show you the magic of this event, nothing will.
Exactly.
Wow!
So much for the good luck monkey. Still on the couch.
And we'll sit next to Chris because a high school senior who won junior gold championships title under 18 with USA Bowling. She said she tried a lot of sports growing up, but bowling stuck with her. She's been taking lessons every week since she was 8 years old. For this moment, Gianna Brandolino, queen of the clash!
Great body. Great bowling. Give it up more. Come on.
A high school locker stuffed with $60K!
Wow.
The satisfying moment of the match is sponsored by Snickers. Nothing satisfies like a Snickers.
I mean, she gets up and throws this like she was just going through a practice session back home. It was like nothing, almost like there was zero pressure on her. And man, what a performance as she delivers.
She said this would show hard work pays off. Kimberly Pressler, take it away.
That hard work paid off today for sure, Gianna. My goodness, what a moment for you. But before we get into our interview, Norm Duke, please do the honors.
On behalf of the Professional Bowlers Association, the LBC program, and Bolero, I want to award you the Duke. It's heavy. It's heavy.
Gianna, what a day for you. First, let's talk about that shot right there. This crowd was on their feet. How were you able to get through it?
Well, just take one shot at a time, and just like every other shot, it's 60 feet, 10 pins, throw it how you can.
So Norm Duke, who is a legend in the sport, you just made him tear up over there. What does this moment mean to you?
It's so hard to put into words. Like, it's just incredible, and to get this opportunity and to get handed this trophy by Norm Duke and just everything, it's just crazy.
You have a very bright future ahead of you. Congratulations on this win.